How's it going?
Got a headache.
Oh, wonderful. You love to hear it.
Yep, you do love to hear it. Also, I'm, I'm looking at you.
Yeah?
I'd completely forgotten you had gotten that armor.
Yeah, I mean, may as well really quickly address the elephant in the room for a different look and red name. I actually thought you were
On
gonna do it as
stream.
well. What do you mean on stream?
Uh, do you have the stream on?
Yeah, it's up right now.
Ah, okay.
I actually should probably do the whole ping thing, I guess. I thought you were gonna do it as well. But I guess you decided
Nah,
not to.
I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, fair enough. It shouldn't be a problem until we're in, like, the last star, I think.
Yeah, I was like too busy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't really feel like doing this.
Yeah,
So I
basically, I've made the executive decision of this shit is taking too goddamn long with just the two of us grinding through this. So I used a cheat code to set myself to the... Oops. The Max Hunter rank. So, HR 30 now, we can just kind of play the game. I see the CD you just posted in chat.
Indeed, I have.
Didn't give myself anything I couldn't have already. We're in G rank, this high rank stuff, other than the sword. But I did fight Pink and Azure and stuff like that to unlock the subspecies. I was gonna do it for all of them, but I was like, I don't fucking feel like doing this right now. I unlocked Purple Gypsarus, and then I unlocked Pink and Azure, and I was like, I'm fucking done with this right now. I don't feel like doing this. Because even using the codes to forcibly fight the subspecies, it's still RNG whether or not you're gonna encounter them. So
Yeah, which sucks.
and by
that's
whether or
one
not
of
you're
the
going to
reasons why
encounter
you,
the subspecies, I mean whether or not you're going to get a large crown to unlock the subspecies when you're doing it.
Yep, and I mean, last session, if I'm not mistaken, was the one we spent most of it just hunting.
We just fought Gypsarus and like nothing else, and we like didn't even get close to unlocking purple during it. That was like 6 hours or some shit of just fighting Gypsarus. Like, please, for the love of God, we could be fighting anything else and getting actual stuff, please. I just... Oops.
Oh yeah, my emulated version was 1 month old, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And that's how long we haven't played.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, 1 month old to the day.
it has been a bit. Stuff came up and then, you know... Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. I don't think we've even talked about the Wilds' stuff
No,
that is
the
coming
last
out.
we played, I think, was like the week just before they showed all that stuff. Took me a moment to find the item box. I do actually need to pull out some items.
So yeah, all I gotta say is we're so back. By we, I mean
By we, you mean the hunting horn specifically, and that is it.
Exactly. That's the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm. Copium. Did you already grab your stuff for hunts?
I did.
Alright.
That's what I did first.
Oh, wait, I should probably eat. Wrong room. The only downside this has is, it makes me skip over the urgent quests, but they're still just a normal quest anyway, so It's not super big of a deal. I'm pressing X and canceling shit. Dude, you have to wait for the cat to run all the way away before you can get up.
I'm looking at your stream to see that you're in the
Okay, there we go. I think I can just eat meat for a buff. This takes so long.
Well, he's cooking it. Any day now.
That's a hearty meal. Health increased. Oh, cool. Alright, we got a pet Poogie, right?
That's the first thing I did.
Easy. 100% Poogie rate. Wrong girl. Alright, so we got... That's purple. That's purple as well. That should also be purple. And this one I think is like a 50-50 on if it's purple or not. Start with this one. Oh, right, I also have a bit extra money because I accidentally gave myself too much stuff when I was updating my armor. Like, oh, cool, okay, I should need like this amount of materials, and it's like, oh, I actually need like way less than that. It's nice to see a bunch of people on.
Yeah, it is. I think they're all Brazilian.
I wouldn't be surprised.
As is usually the case.
Well, I spawned in the room with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's over in 9.
I guess I'll mine quickly. Oh wait, you'll probably kill him.
This is still just high rank stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I didn't give myself anything I couldn't have, like, from what we've done. Other than the sword is technically, like, slightly above that. But it's still, like, low G. Basically high rank. I'm actually pretty sure its damage is about the same as the sword that I previously had.
I see.
Yeah, just about. No, I'm not about to go and give myself the Black Fatalist Lance or anything like that.
Well, no, that wouldn't fit with your fashion.
It's true. I would like to break his head. I still need those crystals.
Oh, you didn't give yourself these crystals?
I believe I still need them for the final upgrade of those dual blades. I gave myself most of what I would need, but...
Alright, I'm on my way. I also took all of the wall spray.
It is ridiculous, though, seeing how big gold crowns are in these older games. I'd completely forgotten.
The way they should have been. The newer games as well.
Yeah, they're really small in new games in comparison. You know what I might look into? I know there's mods for the PSP games that let you use the textures from the PS2 games. I might do that.
Oh,
I'm not sure if they're available for Freedom Unite and Portable Third, but I know Freedom 1 has it, which is why I'm hopeful that Freedom 2 has it. Because when I was fucking around with like with getting emulators and stuff set up, the textures on the PSP games do look a bit off at higher resolution.
I see.
You know, the PSP only had so much RAM.
Yeah, yeah.
Game's a bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Gypsy, please, I'm busy over here.
And off he goes.
Yeah. That's weird, my throat's already kind of messing up.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic sign.
Jitters, please.
I mean, at least we get a better camera angle now.
I mean, yeah. But we are just here for like 3 minutes. Just waiting for him to leave.
Mm-hmm. That was random. Alright, I'm coming. I will say though that the subspecies in the first game are kind of disappointing. Like, I don't think Gypsarus or Kutku or Keys or anything like that get new attacks or anything like that. They're just harder versions of the base fight.
I mean, with different color and
Different
weapons.
weapon abilities and stuff, yeah.
and armor as well.
Yeah, like, their stuff looks different, and it's a nice, like, secondary option. It's a nice way to, I guess, pad the game out. But I do like how in later games they have actual differences. Even if a lot of them aren't exactly major. This fucker just stole my raw meat. Oops, I gotta stop doing that. I open the menu up all the time when I'm trying to spam out of that. I actually don't want to use that.
Um,
That sent me real far because I bumped into him in the air. Or is that how far it normally sends me? It's been a while.
usually sends you really far.
time waster, or is he actually leaving? He actually left. Wow, what a bastard. God, I hope they bring back Rathion's Greatsword in Wilds. I really do. It sucks that they didn't have it in the past 2 games.
I mean, I don't think they're bringing back any of the slap-on stuff. Like, I think even for the stuff that was slap-on, they're gonna make new designs.
I don't know if I have that much faith in them.
I already mentioned this on that one server, but it's like they've seemingly changed the bone set for the hunting horn. Like, it's a different design for what is assumingly the bone horn. And that's the same design that's been around since this game. Well, not this game, but Gen 2.
Yeah. I really need to learn how to use
and it was the base design for all the slap-on stuff. So if that has been changed, then I expect all of the slap-on stuff to be changed.
The thing is, I don't mind the base weapons looking like that, obviously, because it's just it's bone weapon. Okay, cool. It's just bone, or it's just the iron tree. That's fine. But it's weird when you have other monsters and it's just that plus a feather from Kuliaku.
Exactly.
Although I will say flat out that I hate the way that the iron longsword tree looks now. It's absolutely fucking abominable. It looks so fucking bad in Gen 5, it's crazy.
What I don't like is how the Greatsword looks in Wilds.
Whatever that base Greatsword is, I don't know if it's gonna... I don't think that's going to be the Iron Greatsword. I think that's gonna be something else.
No, that's not the Iron one, it's the starter one. I think that it's the hero sets or whatever, something like that.
Well, that can't be true because there's already a set of hero stuff and it looks nothing like that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it has a different name. It was part of all of the Wilds coverage.
I see.
Last month.
Yeah, I don't like the way that one looks. I don't like its design, but that's fine as long as there's other designs in the game that look good.
Oh, wait, can't be here. Or I'll die from it.
Oh, right. He likes to get up, immediately. You can't really go near him. Fuck, you just stole a Mega Potion. Those are expensive. How did that miss? Yeah, Gen 5 longsword tree for iron. Fucking awful. It literally just looks like a piece of sheet metal in a cardboard box.
9?
No, I think that's 4. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, pretty much any longsword in the new games just look awful if it's based on the Iron Tree at all. Which is a shame, because in these older games, a lot of them look fucking amazing.
I mean, my biggest gripe is how small the new one looks.
New greatswords?
Yeah. From that base set.
Yeah.
At least the one they've been showing.
I think they made it bigger. I feel like I wasn't the only person complaining about how fucking small it was in the initial teasers and stuff. Because, it's definitely larger now, and it does the thing like these older games do, where when you draw it, it, enlarges as well. So I think this size is more acceptable now for, being a great sword. When they showed it previously, it was just that is just, a fucking sword and shield sword without the shield.
Yeah.
It was so small.
might be dying.
He's doing it often. He's probably getting close. Yeah, man, I need to figure out how to use like editing software and shit like that before the Wilds demo releases.
Oh, to make a video on it?
Yeah. Like, I was thinking about making one already, but it was like, I would rather have, like, footage of my own to use and not use, like, other people's shit or, like, promo things and stuff like that. And there is some stuff for the games that you can't really, like, get a real feel for without actually playing it.
True.
He's still
Oh,
alive.
he's actually...
No, he's alive.
Oh,
He's staying down, but he's alive.
And
Yeah.
again.
I need to sharpen.
Okay.
I guess he must be, like, actually dying.
Well,
Oh boy, let's see how far we can keep this one going. World record is currently, what was it, 12? Oh.
well, at least his horn thingy is broken.
Yeah, I broke it a moment ago. I forgot the sword gets blue. So I do technically have a stronger weapon now, but not by much. Oh, right, he doesn't have that anymore.
That's really nice, because I can't do regular attacks, only charge ones.
Hmm. Ooh, he almost got me. He stayed down longer than normal. I will say, it's really nice actually having high rank armor. I take way less damage now.
Well, same as me.
Well, you have like
only have,
mostly high rank, but
I have 3 high rank, 2 low rank.
yeah, that's a majority. It counts.
Technically. Oh, thanks, Vespoid.
Fuck off, Gyptress, I'm busy. Ow. Ow. Dude, my mega potion, what the hell? Alright, I already removed his crown.
Oh, holy shit. That camera.
That would have really sucked if you got stuck there with him.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure him
and
flailing would still kill you.
like the camera was doing the top down.
Oh. Alright, let's see. World record time. We gotta get more than 12.
Oh. Let's go. What's this? 3, 4?
This is the third one. It takes immense concentration to properly loop a Gyptress. Damn, I fucked up.
Rip.
It is funny, you can just do that. Camera.
I wonder if it's something they fixed for those.
I'm pretty sure it's just, like, a consequence of dealing a shit ton of damage while he's already on the ground. Like, it might just stagger him and be like, oh, AI loop here, okay. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a gold crown one. He actually looks kind of small. He looks like a normal Gyptress.
No, he doesn't. For one, he can actually... There were times when I just walked...
Under his tail sweep, yeah.
Yeah.
Even larger Gyptress do that, though, so...
Yeah, the larger ones.
Like, a big purple Gypsarus is massive.
Oh, I bet. I remember you telling me about it.
Like, if anything, this would probably be a silver crown.
Yeah, it's possible.
Dragonite, of course.
Right, what did I need for his hammer? Probably his straight up head.
Yeah, I didn't get one of those. I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I get this. It's a really rare drop, and then I didn't get it when I was farming them for the gold crown.
It is with this hammer. Yeah, I need his head.
Does the hammer for that in this game just look like his head? I don't remember if that's a thing. I know Cutcus is like that.
It does.
Nice.
Like, not straight up, but it's very close.
I always like seeing stuff like that, because it's like, yeah, that's kind of a joke weapon, but it also makes sense. It's like, oh, I need to make a hammer out of this monster, just use its skull.
Yeah, or his tail, like with Diablo. Well, except in the world.
Yeah, that was that was a choice on their part. That shit was so tilting in World. It was like, dude, you have these weapon models from the old games. You don't have to do any planning. You could literally just tell your designers to make this in the new engine. No art or anything has to be done. You have 4 previous generations of the Diablos hammer model that you could just use as a reference. And they're like, yeah, no, let's make like a fucking, what was it, like a mace? No, it was literally the basic bone hammer.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a unite. I thought they like, for some reason I had it in my head for a moment that it looked like Gravios' hammer, but in World. It's like, no, it was literally just the bone hammer.
No. Yeah, it's straight up just the bone hammer.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a screenshot of it, of myself using it, because I used it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I used the Black Diablos entire set for a while.
It's so dumb too, because it's like the Switch Axe, half of its axe model just looks like half of the hammer model. They could have just like cut, flipped, and like pasted it together and had the hammer model. I just fucked up, made something bad, health decreased, oops.
Oh yeah, it's forgetting to eat.
I didn't remember what the recipe was, and I didn't feel like going back to the other place to eat, so I winged it and paid the price.
Rip.
So now I have 80 HP instead of however much I would have. Nice solid minus 20%. Alright, next purple Gypsarus is up.
I'm eating.
What does kind of suck though is, because I was thinking about this too, with how much time we've spent on this game because of the grind.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's probably better to just ignore the event quests. It took like 6 months for the Fatalist quest to be lined up on the weekend for us to do it together. Like,
Yeah.
that's it's hard to like justify that. I'd kind of rather just go and play DOS and move on if we can't get one to like line up well.
I mean, I have no problems with that. It's just the event quests.
Yeah.
It's not like in, I guess, FU where there's a ton of them.
Yeah, in Freedom Night, there's the the international release only had like 26 or something like that, which that's still a lot. And then it has, I think, 6 or 12 challenge quests, something like that. The Japanese version has like 40 because the Japanese have a bunch of quests unique to them because of licensing stuff.
Yeah.
Which is also why I ended up making the decision to do that Freedom Unite complete patch thing.
Which you probably haven't mentioned.
I just mentioned it. Easy clap. Just slip it right in there.
Easy clap. Now explain what it is.
I guess I should start this quest before doing that. This is taking place in the swamp. He doesn't go in the cave, so we should be fine. Yeah, the Freedom Night Complete patch is literally just a patch you could apply to any version of Monster Hunter Freedom Night. It makes it so that all of the quests are available in... Actually, no, it has to be applied to a Japanese version of the game. That's incorrect. But it gives you support for all languages. You can load a save file from any region. It translates the game. You have options for other things like...
Actually, not even need to mine anymore because you just cheat your items now.
I actually do need to still mine, but I'm just autopiloting.
Right, continue. Sorry.
There's things for like, you can debloat the damage numbers, or like, there's other things that change the game quite a bit, which are all disabled by default, which I appreciate. The big thing for me was it gives you the option of just having all of the quests downloaded and available to play, as well as translating them.
And the damage blow, the bullet values.
Yeah, I'd use that as well. But the quests were the big thing for me. Now, I mentioned this, I don't know if I mentioned it on stream last time we played, but I did mention it in my server, that for the PSP, other than Freedom 1, aka Portable 1, the Japanese version only, all of the servers for downloading the event quests for the PSP are still there. You can turn on your PSP, put your copy of Freedom Night in, and go and download yourself some quests.
This one's smaller.
Yeah, this one's a bit smaller. It is odd, though, that Freedom's, or Portable 1's, download isn't there. It just tells you to go play, like, Freedom 2 or some shit. I don't read Japanese, so I couldn't read what it said. But it just showed a picture of Poke Village and didn't give you any options for downloading the event quests for Portable 1. Which the American release and European release, like all that stuff, don't have any DLC quests. All that stuff is exclusive to Portable 1. I think that's all the Bullfangle. Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, we'll still get it by the moss line.
True, I forgot they get hostile even if... Ow. Fuck off.
I'll take care of it.
Leave me alone. Yeah, so it's weird to me that all the servers for downloading those quests are still there, except for Portable 1. It also just makes it more funny because they took down all the 3DS and Wii U stuff. Like if you put in your copy of 4U or 4G or something, you can just not get anything. It's just fuck you, I guess.
Oh. Stomped on me.
You can actually still play the PSP games ad hoc online too. If you have a PS3 with the ad hoc connection thing on. Which, you know, I think is cool. And again, you can't do that with any of the 3DS stuff. All that stuff is just dead. Have to emulate it if you want to play with people not sitting in the same room as you.
Different times.
I think it's because people had a fucking stroke when Sony was talking about taking the PSP and PS3 stuff offline.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah,
fair enough. Meanwhile, Nintendo just gets away with whatever the hell they want because it's Nintendo.
Well, yeah. Nintendo knows that it doesn't matter what people complain about. Because they're bound by their nostalgia. Like, they'll complain about shit, but then buy everything Nintendo anyway.
Yeah. Nintendo really does have a rabid fan base like Disney does. My capture card cut out for a moment. I'm gonna reset it.
And Apple.
That was really weird. The people that buy Apple products are just brain damaged. That's different. They have an excuse.
People that pay for Disney stuff are also brain damaged.
No, that's different. That is like grown up into somehow developing a mental illness. People that buy Apple products were like that from birth. You can't judge them.
No, it's straight up the same thing. It's the same thing as people that
I know.
buy everything, like all kinds of Harry Potter merch.
Yeah.
Or what are those called? The Minions. Minions.
God,
merch.
the fucking Minions shit. Yeah, it's just one of those. I talked about before that I find shit like that weird. The people that make something like that their entire personality. Like, they like Disney, that is their whole personality. They like Nintendo, that's their whole personality.
They like Apple.
They only buy Apple products, that's their whole personality.
Nowadays, you also have Tesla. There are people that make
Yeah,
their personality.
yeah, I guess.
Being Elon Musk fanboys. That's their entire personality.
Yeah, I have a lot of problems with people that are like that. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be more than a one-dimensional, like, person. You're not like a cartoon character. You can, like, have multiple dimensions to your personality.
No. It's consume product and be excited for the next product.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just a product thing. There's other shit, too, that I don't want to get into because I'd rather not talk about that stuff on stream. But pretty much any situation where somebody makes their entire personality about a single thing, it's like, okay, well, it's the kind of people that introduce themselves saying something they like first before saying their name. That's the kind of vibe they give. It's like, hey, I like Mickey Mouse. My name is John Doe. It's like, I thought you're supposed to say your name first, but, okay. Like, that's the kind of vibe you get.
Tesla.
Dude, I love my Tesla truck. By the way, I'm John Deere. It's like, dude, come on.
I'll name my child Elon.
I'll name my child Sora. Yuck.
Oh god, the people that
They're already there. That's already a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. It's like how there were people naming their children after like Game of Thrones characters.
Oh god, yeah, that's one now too.
Well, not since season 8.
Yeah. True. Well, he's not in 9.
Yeah, I went the other way.
Maybe go
Two.
check 10.
He's not in 2 either, though.
Yeah, I think he went to 10.
4.
Really?
Yep.
God. How many kids do you think are out there right now that are named after Naruto characters or One Piece characters? Oh, boy.
I mean, I know of a big streamer whose kid is named Ripley.
Really?
Do you know Ripley?
That sounds really familiar, yeah. Is that,
It's the main character from Alien.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't watched Alien in like 20 years, so... Ow.
Yeah. This is the second time he falls on the ground.
Of course I flinched him the moment the thing goes off. Oh, God, that's so depressing to think about.
What?
Like, because there's times where it's like, oh yeah, like I named my child after X because he was a big inspiration to me, like a family member or something. It's like, Dad, why'd you name me Naruto? Well, son, you see, he was my favorite shonen protagonist when I was growing up. Dad, what's a shonen? God, imagine that being your fucking reason for being named like anything. They just like the fucking character in a TV show.
Well, why do you think Elon's kid is named X?
Because he likes the letter X like a fucking freak.
Yeah,
Like he has a weird obsession with the letter X, and I don't get it.
Yep, he also wanted a PayPal to be named
Yeah,
X.
X.com or some shit he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I swear to God, on the rare chance that I click on something that leads to a Twitter link, typically it's just because it's Monster Hunter related news. Or something of the like. If that has been in my recent history, and I click on my history tab in Google Chrome, every time I see it, it's like, I don't remember looking up porn, what happened? Like, every time it's like, oh, wait, no, that's Twitter.
Yeah.
Every time, without fail, it gets me.
My For You page these days is all porn.
In Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter.
That's crazy.
And, like, I have 2 accounts. Like, one that is older, and where, like, I understand if there would be porn there. It's a lot of art and stuff.
Yeah.
But, my other account is only for sports.
Those are some weird sports you're watching.
Yep.
God,
sure
you're really
are.
into those water sports, huh?
They sure are. But that's the For You page. And nowadays it's like 70-80% blue account porn. So like people that are paying to
Yeah, for Twitter Blue. Is that it?
for Twitter Blue, and probably paying to advertise the porn that they're posting, or maybe it gets traction because it's porn. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Again,
And then the following page is one ad every, like, I don't know, 3 posts.
Yeah, again, I've literally never used Twitter for, like, anything.
Like, I used to like keep track of port streams.
That's actually not true. I used to use it to like follow some streamers. So I was like, it was just one of those things where like I could quickly open it and see like, oh yeah, like this or this person's like on,
I'm gonna
or like they plan on it. Run to camp.
try and lie down.
Ow.
Because I didn't bring antidotes.
So that was the only thing I ever used my Twitter account for before. But apparently when I was talking to some people in the other Discord, somebody went and looked up my Twitter account, and I was following a random artist that I obviously had no fucking clue I was following, but I guess I clicked on it when Moral sent me a link to some art that he had done.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't porn or anything, but I guess I accidentally fucking followed it when I was leaving. And the person does, or did do porn, like, drawings or whatever. So I was talking about it, somebody was like, oh yeah, man, we see what you're into. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I went and looked at it myself. I was like, how the fuck did this happen?
I guess it was furry art. So it is furry porn.
It wasn't even like a furry thing. Like, they did like all kinds of stuff apparently.
Okay. But yeah.
So yeah, that was a surprise to see myself following. I am no longer following that artist, by the way. I'm not following anybody.
A surprise, he says.
A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I mean, hey, their drawings were good. Can't knock it, man. Good art's good art. I'm not even counting this time. I kind of expected this to be over quicker.
Yeah. It's like the 5th one. Let's go.
Oh, fuck, I missed. I might have fucked it up. Nope.
Nope. Still good.
I love how he slowly moves across the entire arena, too, when you do this. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, that could have hurt.
Oh. And he's leaving.
Yeah, I occasionally get the thought in my head that, like, oh, maybe if I want to at least pretend like I plan on trying to do something with, like, growing my stream or some shit, like, I should probably, like, use Twitter in some way, but then it's like, I don't
No,
want
No, no.
to. I don't want to.
not anymore. Twitter is only worth it for that kind of stuff if you're paying for Blue.
Yeah, I've heard about that, too. And there's no way I'm paying to use Twitter, of all things. I saved you from the flash, man, don't worry.
No, I was counting on it.
Oh, he's teleporting. Yeah, it seems like it only works if you hit his tail. Which makes sense, his tail is the weak spot. For blades, at least. That hit me? Okay.
Rip.
He fucking tripped me and hit me frame one. Oh, he stole my barbecue spit.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna, like,
Nice
not bring
surprise.
that with me on Gypsyrus anymore. That's the second time he's done that. That really sucks. Rip, what was that, like 15, 17 minutes?
Uh, Closer to 10, maybe.
I
I
feel like
mean,
it'd be
we're just
fine if you
talking.
could get the stuff back from him, but you can't. Like, come on, man. You're not about to tell me that he eats a whole barbecue spit and it's dissolved within like 5 minutes? Nah,
Yep. Entire barbecue spit. I mean, it's made of poison.
it'll wash off.
Yeah. This time I take antidotes.
Oh, I pressed X again. I have to sit here waiting 5 years for the cat to come back. Please. I've been playing American games recently. You can't do this to me.
American games?
Yeah. You know, like English releases.
Ah, you mean like Gearbox games?
Dude, that patch for Riskerain 2 is something special.
Oh, Sub-Zero.
Hey Zero, how's it going, man? Such royal dining for old Monster Hunter. This is the King Suite. This is the top of the class. I'll show you the basic starter hunter room in a moment.
That one's really
It's a
something.
classic, yeah. So this is the room you start with online. It's pretty good. You know, it's got a bed. It's got a better table than I have because my box is I have a literal box for my food stand.
Yeah.
Zero, you missed it. We were on a purple gypsyrus hunt and the gypsyrus stole my barbecue spit, so I had to leave the quest. It really sucks. I'm gonna bring a hot drink to do some mining. It's nice not needing to worry about the farm for grinding ranks. Because that was definitely getting in my head with how long that was taking.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Like, they clearly meant for the service to always be populated, so you
Yeah.
always find in higher ranks.
And the quests are bounced around having more people. Like, Four Horns is a fucking nightmare with just the two of us. I'm mentioning Four Horns because that's stuff I was going through the VODs from Upload YouTube stuff. And that's the one that I saw recently. The Four Horns stuff. It's like, dude, that sucked.
Oh my god. I have an Astrobot stream on the side. And there's a just straight up Horizon level in there.
Duh.
And like, I know whoever's playing it is in the one of the last levels. So it's like, bruh. Like, I don't know what kind of well, I keep getting destroyed by both Fangos and cats and Gypsarus.
As it should be. Small monsters are a threat. That's crazy. Couldn't be Gen 5. Though to be fair, they turned down small monsters quite a bit, like, after Gen 2, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, I survived.
Apparently,
yeah, I don't know what kind of a boner Sony has with that series.
Horizon,
Yeah.
because it's the only thing original that they've made that's relatively popular in the past, like, 2 decades.
It's not even all that popular, though.
I said relatively popular.
Like, I'm pretty sure that the second one got completely overshadowed by what? Was it Elden Ring?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it released really close to Elden Ring.
That, like, it released on basically the same weekend or something.
It released
So it
really
got
close.
very-
Like, Final Fantasy
Like-
XIV had an expansion that was coming out at the same time, too, right? And they delayed it by a month just because of that. Where the fuck did he just go? What the hell? Dude, he just jumped into another timeline.
Like, it sold so poorly that they had to put it on PC.
Probably much earlier than they were expecting to as well. Monster Hunter Wilds demo this holiday, hopefully. Well, did a demo in December, then released the following year. It seems to be following the same pattern. Ah, copium.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Like, I personally
I do think we'll get a demo
don't
soon.
care.
I do think we'll get a
Demo?
demo.
I think we'll get a demo, yeah. I don't know about how soon, though.
If I had to guess, it's gonna be dude, stop fucking teleporting. What the?
Yeah, he's enjoying himself.
Like, anytime I swing, he just teleports to the side. I actually can't hit him.
Mad?
Little mad, yeah. Anyways, like, after whatever Japan event's going on, was it like PAX or some shit?
PAX is American.
No, they have like something else going on in Japan. Like after, I'm pretty sure. I think after that, they're going to possibly release it to the public.
Like what? TGS, maybe?
That might be it.
TGS is a Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they have something coming up soon for a Japanese audience. If I had to guess, after that is when they're going to release it. Fucking Bullfango. Again, I do need to figure out... Dude, oh my god, It's like I'm fighting the D&D joke Bullfango that we talked about. Like, I got up, like, frame 1 and it hit me with the 50-50.
That was a nice homebrew.
I'm going to actually make that, by the way.
And never get to use it.
Yeah, probably. I do want to run more D&D stuff. Yeah, I really want to learn how to do, like, editing programs before that comes out, the demo.
You got time?
Yeah, I got a bit. I talked about it in my server as well, but I tried, like, just opening Photoshop and fucking around to find out, and it's not gonna work like that. That does not work. I couldn't figure out how to make a circle. Like, the simplest shit you can do in Paint, it's like, alright, I'll make a circle. It's like, nope. I mean, like, a circle, like, drawing, like, an O, and not, like, a filled-in, like, blob.
I mean, you can.
I'm sure you can, but there's no, like, intuitive route for doing so.
I mean, yeah, because the program isn't designed for that. It's designed for, like, photo bashing and stuff. It's designed to edit photos.
Yeah, I was looking to, like, edit stuff and, like, you know, add and change things a bit. But, you know, fuck me. Like, oh yeah, I'll start with something simple. Nope. Because it has drawing tools, I found those, but I couldn't find the ones that just, like, make basic shapes for you. Is he leaving again? Yeah, he is.
It's been too long since I've touched Photoshop. I don't even know if you'd be using, like, the one I used the most is probably CS3. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, the only, like, photo editing thing I've ever used was MS Paint. And the only video editing thing I've ever used was Windows Movie Maker. So, you know, and the Movie Maker thing was back on XP, so...
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
No, it was nice for its time. I didn't use it a lot, but, you know, it worked. But that's one of those things where it's like, oh, like, I figured this stuff out by just kind of, like, going and fucking around with it. Like you would back in the day before everything was online. And I thought, oh, yeah, I could just do that again. No. No, it doesn't seem like it.
I mean, you can, you just don't have the same time you did as a kid.
That's also a factor for it. It's like, I don't have, like, 15 hours a day to sit here staring at this and figuring shit out. Also, I would imagine a modern-day editing program is going to be much more complex than Windows Movie Maker on Windows XP.
I mean, it'll definitely want you to connect online instead. Like, to even get to use it.
Yeah, but there's fixes for that.
Hey, that fixes, yeah.
It's just like how there's fixes for all the bloatware that Microsoft has in their operating system nowadays. You can fix anything if you try hard enough.
Oh, actually got a hit on his head. That's nice. A rarity.
For the editing program, I do have a bit of a better understanding about what to do with it, because Maelstrom walked me through a little bit of it.
Oh yeah, he is a video editor.
Yeah, it was very nice of him to share his forbidden knowledge with me. Black market knowledge trades, you know.
Well, that's my barbecue set.
He fucking took yours too.
Yep. The very first time, yeah, he takes anything from me.
It's the barbecue spit, yep.
It's the barbecue spit.
Yeah, I took that out of my inventory for fighting, and you should probably do the same. It's one of those things where it's like, if you don't get hit by that attack, it's whatever, but if you do, it's like, alright, well, 50-50 if you get fucked or not.
Apparently 50-50, even though I have a ton of items.
items of specific rarity he also can't take. Like, I think the armor charm and stuff are too high of a rarity for him to take.
Yeah, rarity 5.
The barbecue spit is right there at rarity 4, I believe.
Yep.
So it's like, alright, well, get fucked, I guess.
I mean, it could take that, it could take antidotes, it could take potions, it could take meats.
Yeah, or he could take something that's sure to piss you off. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
nets, pickaxes, no. Barbecue set.
Yeah, you should probably get that out of your inventory. As dumb as it is. That's funny.
Like, I don't think I ever got that happen, even against the regular Gypsyrus.
It happened to me once when we were fighting regular.
No, I do remember it happening to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I mean, I'm usually not next to his heads, so it's much rarer for me to get hit by that attack.
This is retribution for the couple times I made fun of Clownface for it happening to him. Playing Monster Hunter Freedom 1. Gets his fucking barbecue spit stolen, doesn't get it back, like, rage quits. Which, to be fair, buying a normal barbecue spit when you just started the game is a shit ton of money, so... understandable. This one's much worse, because it's like, oh, you want that barbecue spit? Damn. Well, I guess you're gonna have to go and cook 50 well-done steaks again real fast. It's like, dude, please, why?
Boogie, come here.
Yeah, I will say my throat definitely does feel a bit off today. Don't know what's up with that.
Are you hydrated?
Yeah, I've been drinking tons of water. I even have some Gatorade I've been drinking, and the temperature's gone down quite a bit, so it's not like last time when we were streaming, where I was like dying of death.
Yeah, that usually does make you die.
Yeah, it's crazy how death can make you die.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but yeah. Let's start it here.
Ugh. Classic. In death, you are dead. True.
How was it? People die when they are killed.
Yeah, people die when they are killed. It's like, really? That's crazy. There was more that were like that.
Oh, Dragonite.
I think there's one where it's like, I'll kill you so hard you'll die to death.
And that's all. Nice.
You're not gonna mind this one?
I mine both.
Oh, wow.
I got like one hit on either. Yep, one hit on either.
Wrecked, I guess.
One Dragonite and one Earth Crystal. Let's start with you.
Got 2 Dragonite, not bad, I guess.
Let's see if I get a Mofango head. No.
I never got a Bullfango head still. Actually, I could use some more raw meat.
I'm full and I can't cook. So it doesn't matter.
I'll get a Bullfango head one of these times. I wonder what the mountains volcano will, danger area will be like for wilds. That's assuming if there's even one. They could always just not.
There's always one.
I would say I don't think that's true, but I can't remember if Portable Third had one or not.
Like, you gotta have an area for the fire monsters.
Like, I know 3 had one, or at least 3U had one because of, I think his name was Di Morales. It was like a lava wannabe fatalist type thing, somehow tangentially related to him. Like, that's what they had for instead of fatalist, was that.
Well, there goes my Dragonite.
Nice. Clearing some Bullfango for future real estate options.
There goes special steak.
I love how it was just immediately, yeah, you know, I typically don't have problems getting hit by that attack. It's whatever. Like, the one time I do, though, he still seemed like actually valuable, and now you just got hit by it twice.
Yep. I mean, I'm also fighting him on my own.
Yeah.
Not just going in for the shockwave. So how the hell did that miss?
This one's also pretty tiny. How did that hit you?
How did not? Or how would it?
Oh, there goes my Dragonite.
Let's go.
Alright. I forgot that I got sidetracked from this. Apparently Noble watched that video that I talked about in my Discord. The one about Monster Hunter Dose. And he's sitting here like, dude, I can't wait to watch you play that. It's gonna be awful.
I mean, did he watch you play like the village stuff?
I don't think he did. But I know he talked about that he's been like lurking on occasion when I was playing, but he didn't like watch tons of it. Well, the camp's right there. You can just go there.
I have antidotes.
I'm gonna lay down because why not?
Wow.
Yeah, so Noble's like, dude, I watched that video. That game seems like it's gonna be absolute cock and ball torture. I can't wait to watch you play it.
I mean, the monkeys are a bit annoying.
I'm sure they're gonna be awful to deal with. From what I know, like, all of the small monsters in that game are like hyper aggressive still, and it adds the crabs That's gonna be
yeah,
that's gonna
it's
be
the crabs, yeah.
um
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the video, and I watched the part about him complaining about the crabs.
yeah, I'm pretty sure the crabs like burrow too in the older games still.
Yeah, they do.
So you'll walk over them and there'll be like a fucking bear trap coming out of the ground at you. It's gonna be great. I guess I missed one of the Bullfengo. Come on.
Man, this Astrobot game makes me so uncomfortable.
Why?
But it's also like fascinating. Because of all the because it's essentially a $60 ad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right, 'cause it's Astro's Playroom, right?
Astro's Playroom was the tech demo on the PS5.
Mm,
Like it's a tech demo for the DualSense,
I see.
essentially. But now the actual game for the Astrobot character released, and it's just a bunch of dead
That sucks.
IPs. Like it's the tiny robots dressed as dead IPs, like Bloodborne,
Mm,
Ratchet and Clank. Also some alive IPs like
very, very funny that they have Bloodborne and that and still won't put it on PS5 or anything. I bet that's got people pissed.
People are just making jokes about it,
Mm,
from what I see. But now he's fighting the final boss, and like the story of the game is you putting a PS5 back together.
of course it is.
Let's start with that. And the final boss fights you with first a PS1, then a PS2, then a PS3, then a PS4. And it's like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't believe they pulled out all these better consoles.
Yeah, and it's making you fight them as well. It does have some nice things, but it's usually because, oh, remember this,
Mm-hmm.
rather than like its own merits.
Yeah, it's like nostalgia baiting.
Mm-hmm. Like it is a competent platformer. I will give it that.
Oh, that's good at least.
But at the same time, like no one makes platformers anymore, so like the bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo makes them, like Mario and Kirby.
I was gonna say yeah, but I don't really know how much of a like normal platformer the Mario games are anymore. I say that, and then I thought that, and I immediately was like, oh no, they just released Super Mario Wonder, which I guess counts.
Yeah, and I mean the Switch had Odyssey as well.
Right.
And Zelda also has platforming bits.
I wouldn't count that as a platformer game though.
I wouldn't either, but like the puzzles in Breath of the Wild,
God.
for example.
Fucking stupid poison. I need to get myself the poison resistance skill just for fighting him. Apparently I can't avoid his poison anymore.
I mean, I have a headache, I have an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying not to hit you.
I would say it's fine, but it gave me that really shitty camera angle, so I take it back. It's not
Okay.
fine. I just rolled the wrong way. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, it still does hurt.
Yeah, I was also poisoned and was missing like 60% of my HP. So he slapped
you're
me.
poisoned.
Yeah, he slapped me. I was rolling away for like a half hour. And then, like, apparently whatever health I had left, like, in the background, you know, as it was decreasing, the poison tick killed me while I was rolling away, so it looked really weird. Ah, no map. I like having the map skill.
I'm gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, is he doing this triangle run?
Yeah. And he's flying away.
I forgot there's Kelby in this mission.
I mean, I mentioned the Kelby earlier.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention.
I was like, ooh, Kelby.
Right, I forgot he can steal from you even if you block.
Rip.
Yeah, so I blocked him and he took my other Dragonite. Had 2. Now I got 0.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
Like, this part cut that out a bit, but
Really?
yeah.
I didn't think it would be that loud, but alright.
My sharpness actually went down.
Supplies have arrived.
Do you think the supplies will have a whetstones?
They would. I also have whetstones I could give you if you need.
I didn't bring because I have such a large green sharpness pool that I very, very rarely ever get to yellow.
Fair enough. Here, take this quickly. Never mind. I always love the replies that you get when people see you do that online. It's like, I didn't know you could fucking do that. How'd you do that? Like, I expected replies like that in World doing it.
Yeah.
But it was funny seeing it in the couple times we had people say it in GU.
Yep. I mean, then again, those people probably
They
came from
probably
World,
came from World, yeah.
and it's not their fault.
Yeah, we're off when I was trying to give you that. Well, we're off before that, but he probably just went back to 4 or whatever.
Not a 9. It looked like he was going to 10 though. Ah, he's there.
Yep. Seems to still just be flying around, but I'm sure he'll land or something eventually. There he is.
Oh yeah, the other thing that this Astrobot game reminds me of is of you. I mean, you probably don't know or have forgotten, but it reminds me of Proto Gems. Do you know Proto Gems?
Yeah, Kello brought it up recently, and
Yes.
yeah,
There you go.
they're like androids but for furries or some shit.
Basically, they're basically furry androids, which defeats the whole purpose of calling them furries because they don't have fur. Because you know they're robots.
Nah, you just build them with fur.
Ow. I mean, I guess you can technically have protogens with fur.
Just build a robot and put it in a fursuit, and bam, 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Or you can have like artificial fur, like on the joints or whatever,
I guess.
like in between plastic plates.
Like, again, it's not really something I understand, so it's like, whatever. Whatever floats their boat, whatever rocks their rocks.
Oh my god, there's a PS Vita on the screen.
Impossible.
A 3D modeled one, that is.
Right.
Together with a ton of PS1 memory cards.
Yeah, because those were compatible with the Vita, right?
It also had the PSVR next to it.
Mm.
Like he's going through the credits.
I'm so upset that fucking one thing they released wasn't just a new PSP. The PlayStation 5 streaming handheld thing.
Yeah, that thing. That thing that wasn't even a Switch.
Yeah. That thing that literally exists just to be a screen. It was so dumb. However, I still think it would be crazy to use that for, assuming it's touchscreen, for DS and 3DS emulation.
Yeah, assuming.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's touchscreen, but I don't actually recall. For shits and giggles, I did look into it if anybody was like doing stuff like that with it, and I couldn't find anybody talking about it. I found somebody else who had the same idea as me and was also curious. But they also didn't seem to find any leads on people actually doing it. Right, blocking the flash counts as blocking in general, so I just got a strong light beam just lowered my sharpness.
Yep. And off he goes.
Like, it's always been funny that it works like that, but it also makes no fucking sense that it works like that. I can't believe that fucking hit me. It's like blocking a roar or like a flash or something probably shouldn't lower your sharpness. Unless it's a roar that would damage you. Like, I don't know, like maybe it's like, oh, the roar is so violent it shakes your fucking particles in your weapon to dust. I don't know, man. There we go.
I was wondering when that would happen.
Subspecies do have quite a bit more HP.
Yeah, but this one took way longer than the other one.
It was probably just a higher roll. Or they could also just have different HP depending on the quest. Unfortunately, he's not big enough to be anything special, but...
Like, he didn't even get his, Nova Crystal. Or whatever.
Yeah, his crown's really annoying to break. I hate going for it unless it's with the lance. The lance makes it super easy.
Well, yeah, the lance is OP.
It's really busted. It was funny though, watching the trailer for Wild's Lance and sitting there like, why does the lance look so slow?
Yep. Oh, it's real weird. They really nerfed it. Why did they nerf the lance?
That's crazy.
It was already weak in Worlds. Why did they? Why did they nerf it?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because it's sitting here, it's like, damn, the lance go fucking hard.
Let's go blue.
Like really hard in Monster Hunter 1. And then you watch in like a new game, it's like, that's weirdly slow. All these other weapons became fast as fuck, and the lance is somehow slower than Gen 1 still.
Yeah, it's like how the great sword looks good in these games, and then in the newer games it looks like the sword portion of a sword and shield.
I'm sure, I hope it's literally only just that one design. There's no way they're all gonna be like that.
I don't know.
Like, I think its design is fine. I'm not really into it, but I'm sure some people probably will like it. But I also just hope there's bigger greatswords. You know, like great-sized greatswords.
Mm-hmm. What's next, by the way?
Should be double perp or double Gypsarus or something like that. There's several purple Gypsarus missions, so...
I guess I'm taking the regular... the regular barbecue spit then. Because I'm out of stakes, so...
Wrong receptionist. Okay, now we got a Gypsarus in the jungle.
Oh, I'm out of sirloin eggs and vanishes.
Rip.
I guess like a more positive outlook on Astrobot would be, oh, it's a celebration of whatever many years of PlayStation.
Yeah.
Mm,
A
but
less
it's like-
pessimistic look.
Yeah. A more naive, perhaps. Not as much as a adult
Well, you see, Sozu,
look into it.
it's hard for it to be one massive ad because you can't buy a PlayStation 1 anymore. Come on, man.
Well, it can't be an ad either because like 90% of the games featured in it are like dead.
Yeah.
Like you can't even buy them. Like I remember. Let's see the ones I remember. So Ratchet and Clank,
Super dead.
kind of, at least. Like it even has a rivet in it from the.
Oh,
like,
right.
the
They
girl.
did have a newer-ish one recently.
Yes, with the girl version.
I completely
Of
forgot
the
that
Ratchet.
existed.
What else? Oh yeah, Jack and Daxter,
Super dead.
super dead. There's that character that was also a mascot platformer, but it's like the character is black and white. That I think was also PlayStation exclusive.
I don't know what you're talking about. Any references
I
to
can't
Little Big
remember the
Planet in
name
it?
Yeah, there's Sackboy or whatever
Mhm.
it's called. You
That's
find him
super
there.
dead.
That's well, yeah. I think that's the studio that made this.
That makes sense. Oddly tired.
Oh, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, including the Maiden in Black. But from older stuff, well, there's Crash. That's super dead.
It's dead now, yeah. Again,
Yeah,
it's dead
that-
again.
Yes, exactly. It's dead again.
I think I was talking about that either in the first Twinsanity stream or when I was streaming Wrath of Cortex. How the people who made Crash 4 were apparently they wanted to make a Crash 5, and Activision was like, no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. There's Spyro.
That's
course.
super dead.
There's Ico or Eco and Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh,
And,
super dead, although there's not really much going on for them in the first place. They release it occasionally, I guess.
and Last Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb Raider, which is also dead. Like it got a remaster release recently.
The shit around that game with the recent stuff for it has been so funny.
What else? There's Castlevania.
When was the last time a Castlevania game was actually made?
No idea.
I can't think of
There's,
any after the normal DS.
Oh yeah, Patapon,
No clue what that is.
Loco Roco.
No clue what that is.
You should play them.
Maybe one day. A list of like 170
yeah.
games or some shit, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid. That's also super dead.
No, they're remaking some of it.
Yeah, and calling it Delta.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. It's remake. That doesn't mean
Yeah, it's nothing new.
that the thing's actually alive.
They're just reanimating
What
its
else?
corpse for a short time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, we know that people that grew up with these now have money. So they'll buy it just out of nostalgia.
He's right here.
That's a regular? No.
No, it's a purple. God, the Bullfango, dude.
I know.
I thought Gypsra somehow hit me just now, but no, it was a Bullfango charging through him.
Yeah, it happened to me last hunt as well. I saw a statue just now on the Astrobots game that I thought was Bomberman, but it's not.
Bomberman was Nintendo only, I believe, wasn't he?
It wasn't Nintendo only because I grew up playing it on PC.
I've never heard of a Bomberman game on something that wasn't Nintendo.
I mean, I believe it was first on the arcades, most likely.
Any Q*bert being shown? Any Q*bert enjoyers?
You mean from Intelligent Cube?
No.
The game? Because
No.
Intelligent Cube is in Astrobot.
No, Q*bert. It's called Q*bert.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a little orange ball with like a Birdo nose from Nintendo that's just orange.
What's that from?
It's from a game called Q*bert on the PS1.
Okay. Well, I was wondering if Blasto would show up.
Who?
Not that I... Blasto.
That sounds familiar.
I probably mentioned it to you. I didn't see any Tony Hawk.
They'd probably have to pay a shit ton for Tony Hawk.
Probably. But still interesting though. No Square Enix at all. But
that makes sense considering Square Enix was like, yeah, we're not doing exclusive shit with you anymore. They're probably like, alright, well, we don't want to advertise them, I guess.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Like, they don't want to put like a Final Fantasy VII section in there to advertise Final Fantasy VII when it's not going to be at least limited exclusivity on PlayStation anymore.
I noticed also in the credits that Octodad was there.
Really?
Yep. But of course, that's also that. There was more obscure stuff as well, like from old PS1 games like Alundra.
What about Parappa the Rapper?
Yeah, it's there.
Nice. I've never actually played that game, I just knew about it.
Not that side.
I realized that when I jumped into it. I was trying not to acknowledge it.
I also have a map.
How do you have a map?
Well, I have the map around my character.
Oh.
A small bit. Not the entire map.
Look how both those swings missed that Velociprey. These actually might spawn infinitely. We might be wasting our time trying to kill them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Which makes it more annoying, but again, it's the kind of thing that would be in those. Most likely.
Yeah, at least the Velociraptor die in a single hit, though, unlike, you know, Bullfango.
Yeah, but it's what I imagine Noble was also referring to when he said that.
I can't wait to be swarmed by crabs. I can't wait to go to the beach and have like 6 of them pop up as I walk by and just be like, you came to the wrong neighborhood. And then shake me to death.
There's one zone in the island that is really bad.
Yeah, it should be the beach section. I probably towards the right. Like from camp, you go right, I believe. Or it might have been left.
Yeah.
I don't remember entirely how it was laid out.
On Rise, it's on the left.
Yeah, on Rise, it's on the left. But I'm pretty sure there was more beach sections than just that one in the original.
Yeah.
I guess it's the one all the way up at the back.
I do think it was all. Yeah, there is the one right at the back. But the beach section to the left is the one that leads there. I believe. Like, you take that path to the left, and you end up right at the north side of the island. How he just moved, like he turned around, and that half my HP.
It's funny, when I was playing Twinsanity, I was randomly hitting the D-pad to try to adjust the camera because of this game.
Yeah.
So I would occasionally move and like almost kill myself because I touched the D-pad. Because in that game, you can move with the D-pad or the left stick.
Nice. I mean, that's like when we were playing this and then moved to World.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let him go. Oh yeah, several levels are just made up of right. I don't know, this is different. And it sucks to cook at the base with the lighting.
Did they
and
have
also
any
levels-
Monster Hunter stuff in the game? Considering, you know, a lot of Monster Hunter games were on PlayStation.
Yeah, good question. I didn't notice any. There's Capcom stuff.
Hmm.
Plenty, like Resident Evil. Got more poison over here. Poison friends.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What else?
This
Capcom?
fucker just followed me to Area 2.
Yep. And I forgot the timing on this. On the stake.
Nice.
That's much tighter now. There you go. Let me get rid of these two. But yeah, quite a few of these levels are made up of circles, squares, X's, and triangles.
Oh, like the PlayStation face buttons.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say these are made up of dev-like assets, like test environments, which would have been much more funny.
No. It's not that kind of game. it's a very corporate game.
Yeah.
Like, all it's missing is having the corporate design kind of characters.
Where everything is ugly as fuck.
Yep. And like...
Ugly,
selfless.
bland, uninspired.
Yes, exactly.
They just had to put some Concord characters in there.
The chat was making jokes about Concord. that Concord would be in the final level.
That would have been so fucking funny.
I mean, they did something similar by having Horizon near the end.
Yeah.
Also, of course, you get a new Kratos, but no mention of old Kratos.
Well, yeah, no, you can't buy the old Kratos anymore. Actually, you can. You can get this shit on PlayStation Now or some crap. Yeah. It's fucking streamed to you, so you know you don't actually buy the game. You buy the permission to play the game.
You can also, probably
On the PS3 though, you can still get them digital downloads.
I know you can play 3 on PS5, like backwards compatibility.
Really?
With PS4, yeah. Like, I know Ella has God of War 3 installed on his PS5. Like, he always hovers over it whenever he starts up his
Dude, these
PS5.
fucking iPray, fuck off.
Because he doesn't even have his PS5 in his streaming room, usually.
Mm. You know, when would you say that console gaming, like, quote-unquote, fell off?
Their PS2.
After it?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I was never a big console player anyway.
True.
Like, I didn't own a single console from the PS3 and Xbox 360 gen. Then again, I couldn't. Because no money.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still too young to buy my own. And, you know, living in Portugal, even if I was working, that would be a big investment, especially the PS3. Like, launch PS3 prices,
We're pretty crazy, yeah.
like bruh. What was it, like $700?
It was a lot. Yeah, I've been thinking about it recently, and I definitely do think that, like... I don't think it had completely, like, gone off the rails by the 360 and PS3. But that was definitely the generation where it was like, you could tell, like, it's probably going to die. Quote-unquote die.
Like, because like the thing with consoles is that they need exclusives.
They need exclusive, and they need good exclusives.
Yeah. So like, if your console doesn't have good exclusives, which for me personally, Microsoft's consoles never had good exclusives,
Same.
because I was never interested in Halo. for
The
example.
only reason I ever had an Xbox was because Everybody else I knew already had a 360, and that's why I got a 360. And then when I stopped doing things with those people, I traded the 360 for a PS3. So, that's how that went. But neither console ever had anything on it that I was like, I have to have this system for this game. Dude, I love this series. I have to get this.
PS4 did that for me with Bloodborne.
Really.
Yeah, I really wanted to play Bloodborne.
That's fair, I suppose.
And I mean, I liked it so much that I platinumed it. So, yeah. I mean, you can say I cheated because I used a save state to get the 3 endings.
A backup save, not a save state.
I mean, it's essentially a save state.
Not quite, but, you know, close enough. Yeah, I platinumed it as well, but that's just because it's something you can platinum by just playing the game. It's the only Souls game I've platinumed, and it's one of the ones that I like the least. So.
Oh, it's the one I kind of like the most, mostly because it's not an actual Souls game. Not really.
That's not true. It's not the one I like the least. That's Elden Ring now.
Yeah, that's Elden Ring. Oh, of course. Right as I'm eating a steak.
Yeah, I just ate one too.
And now the Velocipray won't let us, Carl.
I killed most of them. Unless they respawned on your end already. Yeah, like, Bloodborne was fun and all, but it's one of those things where playing it, it's like, this game was not finished. This game, like, must have been wanting more dev time, and Sony was like, no, or some shit, I swear.
Well, none of FromSoft's games...
Yeah, but I could really feel it with Bloodborne, with how, like, little of anything really interesting was in the game.
I mean, that depends on your preferences.
Like, I really liked its themes and atmosphere and stuff. That was all really cool, but it had, like... Typically, I could say, like, if you put a gun to my head and asked me to name at least, like, 50% of the bosses in Bloodborne, I couldn't do it. Because they're all super forgettable outside of, like, 2 or 3. Base game bosses, not DLC.
Yeah, I could probably, like, say quite a few of them. Like 50%, most likely, yeah.
Like, there's entire areas of that game that when I was streaming it with Clownface, I was going through and I was like, I don't fucking remember this. I don't remember this. What? Oh yeah, this place existed. Like, what the fuck was this? What is that enemy?
Oh, but I watched a lot of all bosses speedruns.
That's the thing. I did all bosses, all of my runs that I did, and I still couldn't tell you anything about them.
Oh, that good.
Because I did an original playthrough on my brother's PS4. Then I did 3 playthroughs on mine, which is how I platinumed it. I did 3 playthroughs on a single character, and then I did the playthrough with Clownface on stream. So I did 5 all bosses runs of that game, including Chalice Dungeons.
Okay, so Gascoigne, Cleric Beasts, Amelia, the Witches, or the Witch. I don't know if they call them witches.
I have no idea.
The Shadows of Yharnam, Rom.
The entire Shadows of Yharnam area, I completely just forget fucking exists every time. I get to that point in the game and it's like, oh right, this is a thing.
No, I remember because of all the snakes and stuff. And like, yeah, that boss was usually supposed to be a snake boss. Like, it's even in the files. But it wasn't finished. They didn't have time to finish the boss. So, so you fought the Shadows of Yharnam. What else? There's a Mikolash. And the baby. The wet nurse, that is.
What's today for the market in game? Can I go buy honey? That'd be nice.
Let me see. Today is Claw Day.
I think it needs to be Fish Day.
Materials, ivy, godbug, shrooms, bone husks, cactus flowers, power seeds, armor seeds, paint berries.
Yeah, it needs to be Fish Day. That sucks.
And scales, monster fluid. Tomorrow is Tool Day, so tomorrow is in less than 4 hours.
Yeah, like, it's so bad that it's so bad that when me and Clownface did the playthrough, we were doing all bosses, right? We went to where Lawrence was. We talked about him. We were like, oh yeah, we have to come back here later to kill Lawrence. And then we went, and we just finished the game and completely forgot Lawrence existed until after we finished. Like, that's just how easy that shit is to forget.
Nah, that's on you too. Like, I would never forget about Lawrence.
Yeah, I'd never forget about Cleric Beast 2.
Because, like, Lawrence is the last boss, basically, of the speedrun. Like, he's left to after Orphan.
Yeah, I never watched a lot of Bloodborne content, so...
The headache is starting to hit me.
How bad's it getting?
Real bad.
You wanna just finish up this last hunt for, the stars and maybe call it?
No. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, we could always play tomorrow.
I mean, we will. If I have any say in it.
I'm saying it more as, like, we could play tomorrow instead of, like, you know, like, we can stop, after request kind of thing.
I would just rather keep going.
Alright.
Because I also want to go to those.
Yeah. So this is, double purple, it should be.
I want my Shogun sets. I want my hunting horn.
I want to go get run down by crabs.
God, the hunting horn. It's gonna be so much pain.
Speaking of Dose, and we were talking about the Freedom Unite complete thing earlier. There's an option in it to change the music back to the Dose music. So apparently they replaced a lot of the battle themes for monsters and areas with the Frontier equivalent. So you have the option of changing it back to Generation 2 music. Although Frontier is a Generation 2 game, but it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
No, it is. It is Gen 2.
Yeah, it's Gen 2, but it's different because it kept getting updates for 15 years or some shit.
I'm getting water.
Well, you picked a bad time to do it.
It's okay, I still have raw meat.
One of them is in here. I do want to just point out that this is weird because it's like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to have, you know, small monsters and double monster hunts. There's 2 Gypsarus here.
Now Bullfanga don't care.
Yeah, Bullfanga are just built different. They ignore the engine limitations.
Let me quickly cook some steak.
Yeah, I heard you squat down before I left the area.
Because remember this armor set.
It makes you hungry faster, yeah. This one looks a bit on the bigger side. Bit hard to tell.
What the hell? Where's it got here?
It'd be really funny if the cat stole your barbecue spit.
Oh, nice.
What's up?
It stole my bird meat.
Uh-oh. That looked a bit weird. I will say, having not done this in a while, other than getting completely ass blessed by these Bullfanga every time I stand up, holy shit. Oddly enough, well, I guess it's because I'm claw gripping. My left hand is starting to hurt.
You're out of practice.
Yeah. Amazing what playing other games for a month will do to your muscles in your hand. They're no longer specialized towards claw grip. You just stole my fucking power extract. Why didn't I even have that on me still?
He's gonna
Any day now.
that character platformer.
Alright, he has landed.
Oh yeah, Ape Escape is also in Astrobot.
Well, I'm going back to base. I never played any Ape Escape stuff.
I mean, I have antidotes.
No, I'm already leaving. The consequences of my own actions of not bringing an antidote. I feel like he can vomit his poison out at a lower range than normal Gypsarus does. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like he
that's
almost
the-
like drops it right out of his face on top of you.
There's the mascot platform I was thinking of. Klonoa. Do you remember Klonoa?
Yeah, I do. I never played it. The only reason I know what it is because Crow wants me to play it.
Of course he does.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that furries really like it. Because of course they do.
Well, yeah, it's a furry character.
Sly Cooper is also in it.
Never played any of the Sly Cooper games. I watched my brother play one of them, though, I believe for the PS2.
There's probably a list already of all of the characters. Oh god. GameSpot has a list, but they've done it in the worst way possible.
Awesome. You love to see it. Both Gypsarus are here in 5.
Very nice. Of course, Fandom also has a very bad list.
I'm in
Oh, yeah.
like the worst spot possible for this camera.
Oh yeah, Okami is also in it.
I've still never played Okami. Have it. Haven't played it.
You also have both Persona 3 and 4 representatives. I didn't see any 5, but it's probably there.
Yeah, this is the quest that I farmed for getting the gold crown.
Oh, I bet.
Obviously, you know, each time you go in, you have double the chance because there's 2 of them. Dude, he just stole my fucking mega potion. Come on.
There's a Bullfengus over.
Yeah, I just got hit by one. Can't see anything other than it. And then I get flashed.
Me too. To kill the Bullfengus.
I don't think either of these are going to be gold crowns.
I don't think so either.
Now this is hunting as it's meant to be. Just stand in the middle of 2 large monsters and pray you don't die. I really hope Wilds doesn't do like that pussy shit of 2 monsters will never be in the same area together.
Well, they will.
That fucking World and Rise both did. That shit was so dumb.
No, World didn't do it.
World definitely did it. They let monsters stay in the area longer, but they definitely were like, yeah, no, we don't want you fighting multiple things at once.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking more of what are they called? Turf Wars.
Yeah. That's...
They have the Turf.
I know Turf Wars are back. But I'm talking about shit like...
You having to fight both of them at the same time.
Yeah, like needing to actually fight. Like how for the mission with Gold and Silver in World, Silver would only spawn basically once Gold is dead. It's like, that's fucking dumb. I mean, fucking Rise, you couldn't even get the 2 of them in the same area. They would always just leave. Like, it's just stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think they should stay longer. Especially if they're... Like, especially for Turf Wars, if it's an actual war, because, like, a war is a series of battles.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be an animation and then they're done. They should fight for way longer.
Like, I get it's something they added because they wanted to have, like, these cool interactions between monsters. I mean, they've been showing things like that since Monster Hunter 1. Like, I get why they did it, but it's also, like... It's also very clearly just a mechanic to get the monsters to fuck off so players don't have to deal with more than one.
It's also so that players have a way to do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Easily, like, without having to do anything themselves. Like, they set it themselves.
I know.
Like,
and they added damage numbers because people...
It's also why Wilds has a mechanic for you to essentially grab a monster and lead it to wherever you want it to go. So it's one of those, you're stupid if you don't.
I mean,
use that.
Rise had that too. Like, that's a thing from Rise.
I mean, but in Rise, you would ride them.
No, they had that skunk thing that would force them to follow you.
Oh, was it to follow? I never used the skunk. I thought the skunk was to force them to move elsewhere.
No, you would use the skunk and like dust yourself with it or some shit, and it would make the monster follow you.
Oh, okay. Because that's not what you would think a skunk would do.
No, it's not. It's also not necessarily a skunk, it's just some kind of like rat-like creature. Like a squirrel or some shit. I just liken it to a skunk because it just reminds me of a skunk. Yeah, I definitely hope that you end up in situations where you have to fight multiple monsters more often. I kind of hope that's what the packs are going to be. Where it's like, oh, these are monsters that are like actually together, so they're not going to turf war, and you can fight them all together if you want, kind of deal.
Well, yeah, but that's just.
But we don't know if it's going to be like watered down shit, like, oh, like the not big one doesn't fucking matter, so whatever.
Well, no, that's just the greatest Jagras with the Jagras around it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Or a Velocidrome with a Velociplate around it.
It's one of those things where we're definitely just not going to know until it comes out. Like how exactly it's gonna work. Although I'm super pessimistic about it, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna be optimistic when the previous two games showed that I shouldn't be. Like, I think it's perfectly fine if like a larger, like bigger threat monster, like I don't know, like a fucking Diablos choke slams the bear thing that they show. I could see like the bear thing be like, alright, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I get that, but two monsters that are quote unquote like equalish threat, like I feel like it shouldn't just be like, oh, one animation, they both take some damage and then one of them fucks off kind of deal.
Oh yeah, Wipeout is also completely dead.
Yeah. I forgot that even existed. To be fair, though, wasn't that based off of, like, a TV show or some shit?
Was it?
Yeah. And then the TV show died, so they stopped making the games.
I figured it was just based on an F-Zero or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about the racing game.
Yes.
You said Burnout? I thought you said Wipeout.
No, I said Wipeout.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, Wipeout was like a fucking TV show that wasn't a racing game, so maybe there's just two things with the same name. I never heard of, like, Wipeout, a racing game. I never heard of those.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you should play them then.
No. That's not how this works.
Sure it is. I should check on if they're on guard. We need to instruct you on on old games.
I've played plenty of old games. I don't need any instructions. Dude, I played Asteroids.
Yeah, and did you play Titus the Fox? I don't think you have.
No, I don't think I have.
Or the first Prince of Persia.
I haven't, actually. That should actually be on my list already. That was one of those games that I watched my brother play when we were kids, and I never actually played it myself.
It was janky.
I'm sure. You know what else I'm sure of? It's probably got better animations than the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Probably. If it had anything going for it, it was the animations.
That's another game that just seems like it's gonna be a total fucking disaster. The brief mention of Concord, I was gonna mention the other one that Sony has coming up, but mentioning Prince of Persia and Assassin's Creed, I'm gonna mention it now. The fucking Fair Games or whatever the fuck it's called. It's Fair Game, and then it has a US dollar symbol at the end of it, just randomly. That's also probably gonna be absolute fucking garbage.
Isn't that like a...
It seems like a generic... A what?
Wouldn't that be a game show rather than a game?
No, it's literally called Fair Game with a dollar sign at the end of it. That's the game's name. It's an upcoming Sony release, and it's just like a generic ripoff of like Payday.
What?
Yeah. Like Payday, the game series, it's just that, but Sony.
Yeah, I know the series. I also know how horribly mismanaged it is.
Yeah, so it's basically that, but, you know, Sony. With probably the same shit going on with it as Concord did. How it's just gonna, like, be super not well done. Because if they couldn't do something as fucking generic as a hero shooter well, like... Can they really do anything else? I know it's a different studio, but still. I am poisoned again. Farewell.
I mean, the studio doesn't mean really anything.
The studio doesn't mean much when they're all under Sony.
Yeah, when they're all under the same publisher.
Mm-hmm. Same owner. I'm pretty sure it's not the publisher. I'm pretty sure Sony owns these companies. So it's a bit different. If it was just a publisher relationship, they wouldn't have as much sway. They would still have plenty, but...
No, they would still have all the sway, especially if they were paying for it entirely.
Yeah, like, they'd have a lot of, like, say in a lot of things, but... It's been different being like, oh yeah, you're the publisher, but, like, these, and these things, like, kind of have to be, like, this way. With someone that owns your fucking studio, it's like, okay, yeah, I guess we'll just do whatever you want us to.
Oh, there's Guilty Gear. That's sold by the guy. And Kazuya from Tekken.
I thought he was from Smash Bros. What the hell, man?
He's also from Smash Bros. You know who else is from Smash Bros?
Terry.
Terry Bogard.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Steve Minecraft from Smash Bros.
I think the Neo guy is also in there. William.
Oh god. He was pretty much the entire... Oh, did he actually die? Okay.
I guess he did.
But I thought he was just like... Because I saw you hit him and he like laid down. I was like, oh, he's faking it.
Yeah, I thought he was faking it as well. That's
It would
why
be
I was,
crazy
like,
if he was
kinda
faking it the entire time. That'd be insane. Dude, I got a
I was
Gypser's
waiting
head.
for you
Let's
to
go.
Oh, nice.
That's not fair. Okay.
And again, I haven't been paying attention to what I grabbed. Well, 3 extracts.
Now that we're just fighting this one does seem kind of large. Like, he's not crazy big, but...
Yeah, he's larger. Space Channel 5.
Oh, God. I remember I had that game as a kid, and I fucking returned it, like... immediately. Like, it was a Christmas gift or some shit from, So it was one of those things. I don't know if they have like the equivalent kind of stuff in like where you grew up in Portugal or whatever. But I don't even know if they do it here anymore. It was one of those things where it's like you're so fucking poor kind of shit that like you can be like on a list to like receive gifts that were donated for like from people that were like better off kind of shit. So it was like a Christmas thing. It's like, oh, like we have like these things that were donated to be like gifts for people that were like really not well off kind of stuff.
Yeah, those exist.
So it was like, I think the process for it was like the parents or guardians or whatever like fill out like certain information, and then they would try to like give a couple of gifts like extra that they have like based on the information that was given.
Yeah, for tax purposes.
So it was like, oh well, my son has a PS2 kind of thing, like that kind of shit. One of the games was Space Channel 5. Holy fuck, that game was... I hated that game immediately.
But you didn't like Michael Jackson?
Was Michael Jackson in that game?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I played like maybe the first stage or some shit.
I believe so. I think he was like second stage or something. Maybe you just didn't get the photo.
But it probably sounds really bad saying that considering it was something free that was like just donated to my family or whatever. But that I really did not.
I mean that doesn't.
Yeah,
mean
I was.
anything.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm like unthankful or some shit. It was just like, this is awful kind of thing. Surprisingly though, what the other game, I don't remember if it was like from the same year or whatever, but I did get another game like through that kind of thing. Surprisingly, it was pretty fun, even though I fucking hate SpongeBob. It was one of the PlayStation 2 SpongeBob games. It was actually pretty fun. I've never liked SpongeBob ever, but that game was kind of fun.
I think I also got a PS2 game like gifted to me from one of those TV shows.
It wasn't a TV show. It was just like a city thing or something.
Yeah, but I mean from a Nickelodeon TV show.
Oh, like a licensed game.
Yes.
I see.
That I also really liked, but it was a Rugrats one.
I remember that one existing too, yeah. My cousin had it. I never played it, but, you know, he had it.
Like, the thing with me is that I wasn't, like, my family wasn't that far off be getting help from a state and stuff like that. But it also wasn't well off enough that I could just buy games.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We were definitely in the whole, like, you get, like, one game a year or some shit. Like, you get, like, one thing a year. Or, like, birthday and Christmas. Although, for me, it's just one thing a year, because, you know... Holy fucking teleporting, Gyptress, please.
Yeah, for me it was the same, but it was, like... In my head, I was like, why would you bother buying a console if you're not gonna be buying games? Like, semi-regularly, kind of.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, the only thing is with, like, games back then is there was typically a lot more to do in them than just, like,
I mean, yeah.
you know, play for, like, 6 hours and it be done.
Well, the thing is that back then, you could just, like, buy the magazines that came with the demos.
Yeah, and play the demos.
For like $5 a month or something like that. And you just spend your time with that.
I wasn't able to stop myself quickly enough. Holy hell, that hurts. That actually would have killed me if I didn't have the health buff.
Oh yeah, Killzone is also in Master Bot. Remember Killzone?
I do, although I never played it.
Yeah, neither did I. Because why would you ever play an FPS on console?
I mean, you say that, but I played most of the FPSs in my life off
Oh, I
consoles.
bet. I bet you have.
You know, that's another thing where it's like poor.
No, that's not a poor
Like
thing.
I couldn't afford a fucking PC, so console is way cheaper.
Like most Halo and Call of Duty people have only played it on console.
Yeah, there's that too.
With those,
That was like the Xbox was like the place to play FPSs.
yeah. What the hell? There's a character that is just someone wearing a PSVR headset.
What about a siphon filter? Are they show any of that?
I don't know, but there is a Palico.
Oh, nice.
That's all you get for Monster Hunter, a Palico.
Yeah, they don't even show like a Rathalos or Rathian.
No, no.
Everybody knows the main mascot of Monster Hunter is the Palico. They even talk now.
That's true. Oh. You got a whetstone?
There's so much. Again, like I don't want to talk like too much about like negative shit with the stuff they've shown so far until I get my hands on the demo myself. But there's so many like negative feelings I have about the shit they've shown so far. Like the talking Palicos and how they're clearly gonna have shit tons of backseating from NPCs and the Palico.
I mean, but that was already expected.
Yeah, I was already expected, but God, I hope they let you fucking turn that shit off.
I mean, even if they don't, you'll be playing on PC this time around, so...
Yeah, I might have to, first time in my life, use a mod for the first playthrough of a game. Just because the backseating will be that egregious, I wouldn't even be surprised.
No.
Or the UI. The UI is fucking awful too. I hate it.
Yeah, but the UI is clearly, like, still in development.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to harp on it too much, although I don't think it's going to change too much from what it is. Like, all the animation and shit they have for it, that's stuff they clearly plan to actually use, and I don't like it.
Yeah, but the animations weren't finished. Like, you could tell...
Oh yeah, no, you could tell that, like, it was improperly done. Because, like, when, when they were at low health and Raydar was doing a big attack, it would ignore the fact that some of your health was missing and would do the, like, red freakout animation for the entirety of your health bar. That's not even there.
Yeah.
That's another thing I really don't like, though. I don't like the fucking flashing light warnings for everything.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
That's fucking dumb. Like, it's supposed to be, you learn the monster and you can tell it's coming kind of shit. Not, oh yeah, big flashing fucking, like, Ubisoft warning on your screen or something.
Yeah, but hopefully they do the thing that Guilty Gear Strive did. If you know about what happened there. So the first time they showed off the game, it had a completely different UI, like in battle, and people hated it. Like everyone hated it, because it was like it's so like Guilty Gear has a history of being very metal, kinda, and it had none of it. Like, completely none of it. It was the most... how should I put it? Like, vanilla, I guess?
That's the way to put it, yeah.
Like you know how,
like, bland or uninspired or something, yeah.
A bit, like, you know... Or, corporate.
Oh.
Like, you know how they went from the PS4, which looks like a console, to the PS5 that has those white panels on the side,
For no reason, yeah.
and it looks like a
It looks like Kaiba.
uh, it looks like it looks like a dehumidifier.
Yeah,
Oh,
that too.
proud.
Oh, was it? Nice.
Yeah, so it looked really bad. So people hated it enough that they went completely back to the drawing board and came back with what they did.
Hey, Kello. What's up? Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah,
they're gonna do that
Subtle.
with Monster Hunter. Because when I was talking about how fucking bad it was, a lot of other people were like, oh yeah, like, I don't really care.
Also,
'Cause-
Kello, you're late. We've already talked about the protogens and and Klonoa.
well, I'm pretty sure Kello hates protogens, so
Oh,
he
that's
didn't miss
why
anything there.
That's what he would want to be here.
Yeah, this shit on him.
Yeah. You hate on him. Oh,
Give me the
TLDR.
TLDR. The TLDR
I
is
was
that
just
I don't
talking
get it.
about Astrobot.
Oh yeah, he was saying that the Astrobot thing reminds me of protogens. And the TLDR from my side was, yeah, I don't really get it. It's like a fucking android for furries, which kind of defeats the purpose, but I guess you could still give them fur in some way. I don't know. I don't get it.
Let's see.
Big
Nah,
meat.
those are synths. The androids for furries. So what's the difference between a protogen and a synth?
Yeah, now that we have the expert in chat. Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything
Okay.
smile. That's very explanatory. Thanks, man. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, that's furry synth. Now, protogen. Okay, yeah, you are thinking of synths. I was thinking of protogens.
Whenever I saw a picture that was apparently a protogen, it just looked like a fucking like robot or some shit, so
Like one's an android, the other's a cyborg.
whatever. Who the fuck cares? It's stupid regardless.
Like, do you know the difference between an android and a cyborg?
An android is like all machine or some shit, and a cyborg is like part organic or some shit.
Yes.
It's dumb either way. I don't care.
Yeah, I also know that name, Kello, the Primogen. But for me, that I'm not actually a furry.
That's what
they're
they
the same
all
thing.
say.
I mean, I say in Morals server that I'm closeted furry.
Yeah, you want to
I'm-
come over here and
because
check if you have any
I'm
undone
like-
quests yet?
I mean, my already set clear long time ago.
Really?
Like from this. Well, it was the red clear. Not
No,
the
it should be
one.
purple now.
Yeah, now it is purple.
Okay, cool. We can move on then. Officially done with 6 stars. It only took probably 12 or 16 more hours than it should have because of the grinding. It was. This is probably something I should have done from the start. Is just set myself at this so we could just play the fucking game. Like, it was interesting getting a feel for it and going through the grind like you would, but we don't exactly have the full experience because it's just 2 of us, and it's not like, oh, there's a bunch of other people playing at all times. It's like, damn. But yes, you're technically correct that I am not a fan of Progens because they are fucking potatoes. Damn, I didn't know that they were a Valve 2 reference. Valve 2, what the fuck? Portal 2.
A Valve 2.
Yeah, Valve is actually making a new version of itself.
Yeah.
Steam 2 is coming out soon.
I think you mean Deadlock 2.
Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go, considering another, hero shooter just fucking flopped super hard, aka Concord. But
well,
Deadlock's
the-
apparently a hero shooter / MOBA, so I don't know.
It is very much just a MOBA.
Really?
It's basically Smite, but with guns.
Mm.
Like, and yeah, I mean, he says Deadlock is succeeding because it's better. I mean, I don't know if it's better because it isn't very early alpha, but it is free.
Yeah, that's already a quote-unquote selling point for it. Also, I never said that... oh, wait, no, he said Deadlock is succeeding because it's better. No one knows why. Better in quotations. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I am going to take a quick break, but
Alrighty.
we'll be doing Rathalos and Rathian next. I believe it's just normal ones, but still, just a heads up.
Oh, okay. I'm switching barbecue sets.
I should probably get mine, but I'm too lazy. I'll get it after this quest.
Alright.
Me sit at table. Yep. Be back in a few.